In recent years, the fastest growing group of bankruptcy filers are those people who are 25 years of age or younger. Experts say financial illiteracy is in large part fueling this trend. But as Dan Schaefer shows us, you can do your kids a fiscal favor by starting them young on the road to dollar cents.
Websites like 3jars.com help teach kids about earning, saving, and spending money in a safe, easy-to-use environment. When parents sign up for a membership, an account is also created for their child. Parents choose how much and how often to pay an allowance, and these payments, along with any gifted money, are posted to the child's 3Jars account. Parents hold the actual cash while 3Jars tracks each child's earnings. And then kids choose what to do with their money. They can save it, spend it, or share it. They can even earn interest from their parents. For older kids, many banks offer co-accounts you can open for your child. Tech-savvy teens and tweens get their own debit card, and balance info and alerts are sent to their phone by text every morning. Parents control the account in the background. The child is responsible for the balance, debit card, PIN, and deposits. These accounts can be customized with email alerts, text messages, and preset spending limits. How young is too young? Well, if they're ready to ask for things, they're ready to start learning about money.
Dan Schaefer, ABC Action News.
And we want to talk a little bit more on this subject. And as always, Tampa Bay Parenting Magazine publisher Angela Ardolino is here now with some practical advice. Hello, Angela.
Hello.
Always good to see you.
Thank you.
Okay, you say your most important tip is to set a good example. You can't say one thing and do another.
Absolutely. It's so important. Families think that they can't share their financial situations with their kids. There's nothing better than having them involved in the process. I remember one time a couple years ago when we were looking at cutting down on our expenses, and we said we're not going to go out to eat as much anymore. It was really funny because when we did, even our child was like, well, aren't we supposed to be saving money and we shouldn't be going out to eat? So she even became a reminder to make us go, yep, we should have stayed home and maybe made a meal together and saved some money. So they really can learn if you involve them in the process and let them know why we're saving money, why we need to cut back, why we create a budget.
Okay, now you say too, one of the other tips is to try to be open about your family finances, but how much should you share with kids? I mean, you don't want to scare them, but do you tell them mom and dad are having some tough times and really have to cut back?
Absolutely, and it's the family is a team. They need to come together and do whatever they need to get through the rough times, and if they understand that, they'll understand how to save and budget. Some of the websites that they mentioned on Dan's report are so helpful because the family, we as the parents need to teach them about saving and investing and spending, but there's websites that really make it fun for kids to do. They can create their own business. One of my favorite ones is Smart Kid, Rich Kid, Smart Kid, which actually they can open up their own ice cream store. They learn what to do when they do get into debt, learn how to save. So it makes it a lot of fun for them to do and teach them at the same time.
So for parents who may want to encourage the kids to go onto a website and learn about money management, sometimes it can be a little bit uncomfortable to talk about money issues, but you say the best way to get around that is to make money conversations just a part of everyday life.
Just do it. For instance, if you're talking about buying a car for your teenager, don't do all the work for them. Have them research the best price in finance situations. Are we going to get a part-time job? Who's going to pay for the insurance? How are we going to do it? Preparing for college, same thing. Don't just do it for them. Have them be involved in the process so they understand where every dollar is going and how to make that dollar and how to not go into debt.
Always makes sense. Thank you, Angela. If you
Thanks,
start
Steve.
early, you set them up for success.
That's right.
later
Like I
on.
always say, you can teach them anything, and sometimes they can come back and teach you something.
Isn't that the truth? Love that advice.
Yep.
Well, if you missed any of those points or you want to share them with someone else that you know, go to our website, abcactionnews.com, and you'll also find help with a variety of parenting issues on the Tampa Bay Parenting website. That address is tvparenting.com. And next week, Angela is coming back, and we're going to talk about healthy spending habits. Of course, Christmas is right around the corner, and kids all around the Bay Area probably have a wish list a mile long. But we'll help you decide.
Yes,
exactly.
Too much.
We're going to help you decide if you're spending too much on your kids and spoiling them. Sometimes it can be good, sometimes not so good.
Absolutely.